Hello Pisces and welcome. My name is Esther. I'm an artist, spiritualist, and a healer. I do many things all around the world for the highest good of, honestly, humanity, the earth, any other starseeds, light workers out there. So today we just wanted to look at spirit messages for the highest and best good, what Pisces needs to know right now, especially if you are a light worker or you are trying to find, more of your authenticity. So truly, this reading is about stepping into your authentic self, your authentic kind of essence of where your journey is taking you and what to expect with these new changes. So right now, just where I am out in nature, it may be that, you're connecting more to nature and really discovering, who am I, where am I, and where is my community, where is my fit. So here, Pisces, incredible. So first and foremost, with finding your authenticity, you're certainly coming into a place of abundance. So the Queen of Pentacles came through. That's a lot to do with your inner higher knowing, your third eye, your prosperity, your sensuality, creativity, and really reaping the rewards of all of that you have to give to the earth and to the world. So this is very much a true alignment with understanding the inner nourishment and the nurturing of self, as well as allowing your abundance to come in, and really recognizing that to be a spiritual being does not mean you have to suffer. So there may be a little bit of an element of rebalancing that understanding and that harmony within yourself. So with the Queen of Pentacles, this is a lot to do with being concerned in the welfare of others. So your work is very much for the betterment of the collective and very much for humanity's growth. And you're really needed now, Pisces, more than ever, especially because you are the 12th sign. This is where your gifts are really integrating this year in 2025, especially because this is about you really stepping into being a businesswoman or man. It's just the energy. But with the Queen of Pentacles, this is really about, this is what I'm gifting to the earth. And this is about reaping the abundance of that. So in regards to finding your authenticity, Pisces, it's really about that reattainment of knowing you are more than capable. You hold all of these capacities and these gifts for a reason, and there is nothing to fear. So the third eye is coming up with the Queen of Pentacles because it's saying that trust, that inner knowing, that inner sight, that inner direction is actually leading you to high prosperity and generational wealth. Because right next to it, you got the Ace of Cups. Incredible feminine energy, so very creative energy, Pisces, and that's very aligned to the sacral. That's gifting your own unique talents and gifts to the world. So with this outpouring, you've also got the crown chakra, and that is very much the divinity. That is the balancing of the spiritual and the physical realms in tandem. So all of that intuitive higher knowing of what it is you want to do and how you want to aid humanity's forward movement, the collective forward movement, and showing your authenticity so more people can become free is exactly what you're doing. So this is very much about new beginnings, new romance, love, happiness, joy, fertility. It's even pregnancy, but not in the literal sense in this reading, Pisces. This is more relating to your gifts and your talents and gifting that out to the world. So this outpouring of the feminine energy, especially because, oh my gosh, now you've got the Empress and oh wow. So Pisces, when it comes to aligning with your authenticity, Spirit is saying that is your highest form of love. Right? To be authentic and to know who you are is your true freedom. So Spirit is saying, hold on to that authenticity, because as long as you're showing up to the world in who you are now reaping all the rewards that are aligned essentially with your destiny. So this is very much a harmonious, like heart opening and outpouring and harmonious, like overflow. The Ace of Cups is very much like you are full already. So to be authentic, to know thyself, is to be whole. It is to be free. It is to free yourself from the opinions of others, and rather to know thyself is to no longer give power to elements outside of you, but rather to know your worth, knowing your value, knowing your destiny, and knowing where you're going, and to really balance the value of the give and take, right? Because Pisces are natural givers. They are naturally outpouring. They are naturally the healers of the earth, the sages, the wise ones, the intuitives, the feelers, right? So we are very empathetic, kind, and truly just want the best for everyone. So now when you have realized your own inner authenticity, you are now pouring love into your own being, into your own heart. And this is where the balance and the harmony is really taking place with your career, your relationships, finding your soul tribe, finding where you belong, finding your community. So it's very much like a tenfold, a 12-fold. That's so interesting. So the number 12 came through. That could resonate with you. Perhaps also in numerology that could equal a 3. So 3, 6, 9 with the angelic destined rhythm there. But okay, so Pisces, you have the Empress, right? So you've got the Queen of Pentacles, then you have the Ace of Cups, and then the Empress came out for you. So with the Empress, this is very much to do with that sacral, that birthing out of the gifts. So you may have this sacral energy that in your sacral chakra that is really healed. And that's feeling safe to express. That's feeling passionate. That's reconnecting to your imagination, your beliefs, the color, the limitlessness that you are, and really realizing your manifestations that are actually coming into physical form. So now, because you have aligned with the inner heart of you, the inner worth of you, the inner authenticity of you, that is where the alignment of those gifts that are outpouring, because you're feeling safe to express, to know thyself. And again, another element of this fertility, this sensuality, feeling creative and feminine and expressive. And this can apply to both males and females. Of course, the tarot and the cards and spirit, this is just an energy, but everyone carries both divine masculine, divine feminine energies. It's what keeps us whole. It's a lot like the yin, the yang, the light, the dark. You know, that's where the sun and the moon, this all is that interconnected energy flow. That's essentially your kundalini energy, right? That's the intertwining of the two snakes, the divine masculine, divine feminine, in harmony. Left, right brain, right? Analytical, creative, the doer, the dreamer. So because you're starting to form this balance within your being, because of the willingness to understand your authenticity, Spirit is saying your best advice here, Pisces, is to literally just embrace your authenticity, because that's your gold, that's your magic, that's where all of this is reaping the rewards. This is sowing the seeds, because right after the Empress, which is a lot to do with creativity, healing, love, union, you know, this continual growth of material comfort and status and social status, and it basically the safety in feeling like you can dance, you can sing, you can create, you are appreciated for all the outpouring, right? Because this is the the birthing phase. This is the nurturing and birthing phase, just like a pregnancy, where you go through all this introspection that you've gone through in time, a lot like the growing of a child within the body. This has been a growing within you. This has been a growing within the acceptance of the true you, and the fact that you've been willing to go inward this year. You've been willing to face all of those elements of yourself. This is where you're getting the grounding, right? The grounding comes in with the Emperor. And this is that masculine energy. This is complete stability, protection. This is structure. The Emperor is the authority, right? He has ambition and control. He doesn't search outwards for others. The others find him. So you're now becoming the magnet, Pisces. Because of your authenticity, those souls that have been needing you and requiring your gifts to be heard and seen by the world so that they too can evolve, that is this stability and this foundation that you're birthing. This is completely feeling grounded, safe, and secure within your own self, but also within your career phase, and feeling really safe in your authority. This is very much like a fearlessness and a deep focus and concentration in your direction. So Spirit's saying, like, with all of this authenticity that you've come to understand, you are safe to let that out to the world. The world needs you now more than ever. Authenticity is honestly one of the highest forms of love as well. So the fact that you have rebirthed this is where you're getting that practical logic and discipline to implement your gifts and talents, your dreams and your authority and your spiritual essence into the world, and feeling really safe in that. And Spirit's saying you have that safety. So to not fear anything, no thing can change your destiny, Pisces. And so even if there's others that are in a similar realm of topic that you are also wanting to express, your own uniqueness is what's needed. And your own uniqueness cannot be copied, it cannot be changed, it cannot be taken from you. The world needs you now more than ever. So Spirit is saying you are safe here. You are stable here, Pisces. There's a lot of dependability that you're bringing in. Dependability within the self, knowing your own authority, knowing your own strength, your resilience, your courage, and your ambition and control and practicality and fearlessness and focus to really implement these gifts and allow them to grow and expand into the miraculous and huge way that they're about to. Like, you're very much in a taking off phase, like a massive, re-expansive and general wealth kind of phase. Because right after that, you come into intuition, but also with another grounding, right? So this is the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is so sweet. It's also a Piscean card, but it's associated with the moon, right? Because the moon is more of that evening time, that night time, that spiritual time, the expansive time, the imaginary and the dreams. The dream state comes alive in the night, right? We are conscious, but we're also intuitive and expansive and able to follow that kindness and that intuition, to follow your good ideas, to follow those innate inner knowing, and to really trust in that inner drive. So with that, you've got this beautiful, dreamy, imaginative, psychic, emotional, youthful kind of churning, right? It's very, very destined, but it's very solid. It's very grounded. It's very safe. It's very stable. And so with this willingness to shine out your authenticity, shining out your light, Spirit is saying your courage and your resilience and your strength to really transform and embrace who you truly are as a soul spirit and the magical being that you came here for, the reason to bring forth this development of humanity, is very, very stable. So there's no thing to fear here, Pisces. Spirit's saying, this is about where you're really feeling the love and the comfort and just the calm, honestly, within who you are. You're feeling very stable with who you are. Because right after that, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. So crazy. So that's very much prosperity, and again, connected to the crown. So you very much got the chakras popping through here, Pisces. Actually, now that I really look at it, you've got every single chakra here that's come through with the cards. So finding your authenticity is honestly working through all 7 primary chakras, Pisces. It's really understanding all the different elements of both the light and the dark, the duality within the self, and the true acceptance of self within both the perceived good or both the perceived bad. And that is what's really formed in, because with the Ace of Pentacles, this is new beginnings, this is opportunity, this is wealth and abundance, right? Again, stability and security and material gain. So your willingness to be authentic and to shine that out to the world, that's where you're reaping in all of this rewards. That's where you're no longer searching outside of you. You are now the magnet that others are coming to see and being attracted by. So this is not only an immense transformative time, but this is an immense amount of reaping in the rewards because of your willingness to shine out your authenticity. So here you've got manifestations and grounding just completely within harmony, right? Because the Ace of Pentacles is the crown chakra, the very highest, the top of the head. And then here with this Page of Cups, the intuition, this is also the base chakra, the root chakra. So it's funny because you've got the higher and the lower now speaking in harmony, and thus the energetics flowing through all elements of you, from the highest crown chakra to the lowest base chakra. This is now that duality of the light and the dark, the masculine, feminine, the flow of the energy of the Kundalini, the life force, the drive, the ambition, the new form, like it's like a formation, but it's also newfound energy to express and shine out to the world, to really allow all of this rebirthing to really pour out of you. So also Spirit said here, so defeat came in, right? So this is connected to the throat chakra. With the 5 of Swords, you've got a little bit of where maybe in past you felt defeated with where you tried to fit into places you did not belong, right? So with finding our authenticity, it also means coming into a place of deep honesty with the self and the deep inner truth, right? Who am I and who am I not? Am I trying to fit in, or am I trying to fit me? So with this defeat card, Spirit's saying it's okay that you didn't fit where you really honestly wanted to, or where you thought you were meant to be. And with societal conditioning and where we were going from the 3D mentality and streaming into the 5D mentality, you can feel a little bit of that defeat in your throat chakra, especially like within, oh, I really wish these people that I used to know, or these people that I really want to fit into, or these cultures, or this town, or this relationship, or whatever, I really wanted to fit here. And you're feeling a little bit defeated in that essence, that those places of past that you've been kind of releasing and transforming and letting go of with love because they're not aligned with your authenticity, you can feel a little bit defeated, saying like, oh, I just wish they could hear me, or I just wish that they knew the true me or the authentic me. But Spirit's saying it's okay. Everyone has their journey, and that's where it needs to be really highly respected and honored, is along with when we learn self-honor, that inner authority, that inner worth, value, authenticity. It also means that we also need to be really kind to the elements of where we were trying to fit that we did not belong. And to really honor that others will have their own truth, and they'll also have their own path and their own destiny. So don't feel defeated, right? This is a very ego card, right? This is very much like feeling like you have to explain yourself or defend yourself in areas where Spirit's saying you really don't need to defend yourself. This is not about, surrendering or conforming to the status quo, right? Because just because some people want that structure, that's beautiful and good for them. But you, Pisces, you're going in a very different and unique way. You're going in your own soul gifts way that you're outpouring to the earth. So with that, it also means you have to kind of let go of feeling defeated, because you're not. You just didn't belong there altogether, and that's why it always met with so much resistance and was such a struggle for you. And it's okay. You're not defeated. It's just that you were meant for another path, and you're meant for a different wave, and you're meant to find the souls that really align with you, so that because you have all this prosperity. You have all this amazing prosperity, and Spirit is so proud of you, because after that, with this, and like, don't worry if you feel humiliated. Not everyone's going to understand your path, Pisces, because not everyone is for everyone, right? And we also have to hold grace and kindness for that. Don't feel defeated. It's okay, and it's sad. It's sad when we have to let go of unaligned elements that never really served us and never really aligned with what you want to do or who you are. That's okay, because it's not about trying to convince others of what you're doing. It's about meeting who you are and then becoming the magnet to attract all the other elements of alignment, right? When we wear so many masks and we try to pretend to be something we're not, we only attract other souls who are doing the same, right? Other people who are trying to be something they're not or prove something, rather than just to hold the grace and the love and the compassion of self. So know that with your willingness to have done all of this work, and your willingness to expand, to create, to outpour your authenticity to the world, you're now attracting brand new relationships, brand new opportunities, brand new circumstances, places, spaces, people, career opportunities, perhaps moves, physical moves. It could be moving house, it could be moving country, it could be moving towns. Regardless, it's Spirit's reminding you, do not feel defeated, because anything unaligned must go anyways, especially this year with the Ouroboros and the year of the snake. It's all about the healing and the transformation within the inner self, especially, and thus the outpouring and the external elements also begin to change, because as we change, so does the external. And with you being willing to step into your authenticity, your external, the universe is bringing in the external realm to also now match your authenticity, so you can feel really seen and heard. Because right after that, you've got the love, you've got divine union here, Two of Cups. This is the meeting of the divine masculine, the divine feminine. This is the meeting of that harmony through the chakras, that harmony within the self. But this is also divine partnership and connection, whether in relationships or new countries or places that you're going to live, but also career. So it's complete understanding and respect and value of who you are. This is feeling completely safe in yourself, right? And then your outcome here is you've got the Death card and you've got the Four of Wands, which is miraculous. So keep going. Spirit, especially in this reading, Pisces, Spirit is saying, do not give up now. Don't you dare, actually. Don't you dare give up, because it's literally all about to meet you. You are so close. You're already doing it. You're already on the correct path. Do not veer from the correct path. You're already on the correct path, Pisces. So here you've got the Death. This is spiritual transformation. This is heart chakra. The heart chakra is in the center of the 3 lower chakras to the physical realm, and in the center of the 3 higher chakras to the spiritual realm. So this is about the letting go and embracing the new beginnings and letting go of all that was not aligned. This is about the letting go of everything that was once known, which is immensely scary, but so is it to find your authenticity, because we also have to unlearn any conditioning that has taken place over time, right? Society will do that. It will condition us. But here you've got the outcome is community. This is divine community. This is divine. This is Four of Wands. This is happy families. This is coming home. This is celebration. This is feeling completely aligned, as though you belong. This is feeling heard and seen. This is feeling abundant and reaping the rewards. This is about receiving back the value of your worth and your gifts. This is about receiving immense amounts of abundance, immense amounts of wealth, immense amounts of like coming together and feeling like there's teamwork, there's success, there's prosperity, there's people that are aligned and believe in the same things you're doing. They're on the same path. And it's also about all the souls that need you, finding you, to learn from you, and for you to be the inspiration for them to also transform and grow into where they're needing to be. So your willingness to find that authenticity within you is what's allowing the collective to also begin to expand and heal and evolve with the earth. It's not an easy time to incarnate right now, Pisces. So really, honestly, give yourself so much grace and be really proud of all of the transformations you've done to really shed the old, shed anything unaligned, and really embracing that authority, that the true you, embracing it, embracing your destiny, embracing your soul spirit. This is a very, very, very big deal, Pisces. A very big deal. So any advice, lastly, an oracle from Spirit in regards to any advice for your forward movement in regards to your authenticity, Pisces? Any advice from Spirit in regards to your authenticity? We'll go once more here. That almost wanted to pop out, but we'll give it another shuffle. Thank you, Spirit. Any advice for the Pisces collective in finding their authenticity? Thank you. Wow. The Water Oracle, psychic abilities, acting on visions, it's destined. How fitting, Pisces. It could not be any more clear. Spirit is saying this is why you incarnated. This is why you came. You are on the path you have been this whole time. This is complete harmonious unveiling. This is the very high priestess energy. Look at this shell, this expansiveness, this outpouring, this true grace, peace. Complete psychic abilities, complete essence and embraciveness of your water element, right? And the acting on your visions, because it's destined, Pisces. This is why you incarnated at this time. It's your destiny. It's your highest timeline. You are, because of your willingness to step into your authenticity, You are now in divine alignment with your destiny. Very, very rare for anyone to have the courage and the willingness to actually align with that. The fact that you've aligned with it, Pisces, is so profound. So keep going. And please like, share, comment. If you found this reading, that in itself is actually very miraculous, because I am still such a small channel. So if you found this, Pisces, this is very much your spirit team saying, please listen and please be so proud of your work that you've done to step into your authenticity, to shine that uniqueness, shining that light to yourself, to the earth, to the community, to the world, and beyond, actually, because this energy is actually so valuable. It's actually beginning to expand. It's expansive. It's expanding not only for the planet, not only for the collective consciousness, but also into the galaxy, into the universe, into the other planetary spheres, into all elements, into the earth, air, fire, water, into the sun, the moon, into your own chakras, into your own soul's imprint, into your new capacities that you're developing as a soul spirit. So this is very, very much so 10-fold, 12-fold, complete harmony, complete absolute destiny. This is a destiny reading. You are aligning with your actual destiny, Pisces. Wow. So I thank you. Please like, comment, share if you want to train with me or know more about me. All the information is down below. I'm sending you so much light and love. I thank you so much, Pisces, for what you're doing in the world and for your willingness to step into your authenticity, because authenticity is one of the highest forms of love. It is very, very valuable. It is what the world needs. It is what the earth needs. It's what the collective needs. And it is not an easy feat. So you should be immensely proud and keep going. Do not stop now. You are so miraculous, so special, and so needed. Much love.